Good evening. I guess it's evening, so there we go. All right. So, being guided to do an evening message tonight for the collective. Spirit wants to have something to say, evidently. So we're just pulled the cards that he wants to me to use. All right. So it might look a little bit different than our usual. True precise messages, Spirit, for the collective that you wish to be brought forth or brought forward. True precise messages for the collective, please. And I don't even know what this topic is. I was just urged to do the reading, so. Okay. Any of these supposed to be in reverse? Give me true and precise messages for the collective. The cards that you seek. The cards you wish to speak through. All right. See what we get. So you're coming across as the Empress, which is all four queens in one, right? You're birthing a new beginning, working on yourself, working on your journey, doing the studying as to what your soul purpose and mission is. For some of you are perhaps studying the astrology, your house charts, the birth charts, natal charts. You're resting at this time because of past hurts, the three-party situations that had caused heartbreak. You pulled them from your heart and you've hung them on the wall and you're resting and recuperating. You still have the fourth sword here to defend yourself with, being a little bit defensive, but also holding, it's defense to guard your heart. I'm getting you're being a little protective of your heart, yes, because of the pain, the sorrow. This Two of Cups was here giving you the divine love that you had, telepathic communication, but also an equal love, this love that with your divine counterpart was brought you a calmness about you, that feeling of home, a stillness. Even if you were together and didn't speak, it was a comfortable quietness. You didn't always have to have someone talking small talk. You were just comfortable with their presence. Recently in the here we also have Nine of Wands, surrendering to Spirit regarding their journey, leaving things that other people or opinions of other people's, perhaps this is co-workers or friends, family that had something to say about your connection, the path you were choosing, all the naysayers, you're turning your back to that, not listening anymore, and surrendering to Spirit regarding this and starting to listen to your spiritual guidance. It was regarding choices. Spirit shows you, or has shown you, that Seven of Cups here, it was about many choices that you had. Perhaps some of you was the divine connection with this person with the Two of Cups. For others, perhaps they were more focused on their earthly possessions, their money, their pentacles, right? They wanted their wish fulfillment. Some wanted a divine connection, and others just wanted something that had growth behind it. Okay, again with standing up for Seven of Wands, standing up against those that were against the adversity, people that were standing against you, having the naysayers, the gossipers, the people that were telling you, no, don't do it that way, don't say that, do this, and giving you bad advice overall. Moon card here is the shadow side that had been illuminated with the recent moon energy, and illuminating the shadow side of something, things that were hidden in the past, hidden in this connection, things that could harm or come between the two of you if it's not revealed. But as the High Priestess or the Empress, you would already know the truth of the matter, but perhaps you wanted the truth spoken by this King of Wands. King of Wands was the Knight of Wands, but he's graduated to the King. He's sitting in his throne, looking back at the past, being shown, perhaps here, I get the energy that yes, he sees now this connection, that it is a divine connection. Maybe he doesn't understand all of it, but his crown chakra and third eye has been opened, where he's receiving the messages from Spirit in dreams and in messages about the way this this connection has been for them. It's really up here, but looking back at it, of the things he could have done better, could have done different, the woulda, coulda, shoulda, but perhaps it's too late for that. But he's sitting here contemplating this, and trying to reach out, and I get that he's trying to reach out to Spirit, trying to reach out into the 5D energy regarding this, trying to continue to use that telepathic communication, but perhaps he has been blocked for telepathic communication, and he's playing this over and over in his mind, and this I keep saying he, but it could certainly be a feminine, could certainly be a female, so just take the gender as it resonates for you, okay? Five of Wands, that monkey mind, over analyzing things, could be an earth sign. A lot of green here. Heart chakra is open, but going over things again and again in their mind regarding the things that their friends or family told them about, or the gossip that they took part in, but going over and over in the things that they perhaps have regret about from the past, things that they said that they didn't say, things that they did or didn't do, etc. Or things that were said or wasn't said to them as well. You know, maybe someone else didn't express their emotions or their plans or their shadow side to this king, and that's what he's sitting there contemplating over and over again. It could be either way on that, but I'm really getting, for the majority of you, it's the this king is contemplating what he coulda, shoulda, woulda. But the Two of Swords here is about a decision at crossroads, trying to make a decision yet again, blindly, not seeing the full story, but trying to use their intuition, trying to use their third eye from spirit, the spiritual guidance, perhaps, to make this decision that has left them in a crossroads. We're going to get some clarification cards. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get clarification first, then I'll use these. Okay. Spirit, give us true, precise messages, please. Yes, I am shuffling. So if you have earbuds, you might want to remove them. It just helps with the channeling. And as long as I don't have the microphone right on me, it should be okay. Spirit, give us true and precise messages for the clarification of this reading that you would like to come forth to the collective. Please give me true and precise messages that you would like relayed to the collective. Clarification of the King of Wands, please. Clarification for the King of Wands. Clarification for the King of Wands. And the Two of Swords, please. Two of Swords. Any other messages that you want to come forward for this reading, this portion? Clarifying the Empress, we have the 10 card and ending, the medicine wheel. The medicine wheel is all about the setting of the sun and ending, setting of the sun on the situation to heal things. And the sun will rise again tomorrow, obviously, because you know the promise that the sun, you don't have to think about or control the sun or the moon, the rising, the setting, they just do, right? And Spirit's guiding you to heal and try to let go of control for this growth and know that things will occur as they're supposed to occur as long as you do your portion of the work. You know, you still have to go in and do your inner healing, but know that just as the promise of the sun will, you know, the sun set and the sun rise, the moon sets and the moon rises, and it's a cycle. And so the medicine wheel here is an ending to this cycle regarding a connection or this situation, and medicine wheel needs to heal this situation in order to turn to the next step. Having faith as a Fool card, 0 card, to move forward. Take that leap of faith and move forward in your journey. Spirit saying what came between the Two of Cups, what put a stop. I'm going to pick all three of these up. What came between the Two of Cups, what stopped it was devil energy, toxicity, many things actually, but toxicity overall of different things. Someone was being that wolf in sheep's clothing. Someone was also indulging in the spirits, meaning alcohol, numbing themselves so they weren't receiving the messages from their ancestors, they weren't receiving the messages from the guides to guide them in their journey, to help them with their inner healing. Therefore, they weren't making the growth that they needed to grow in this connection. Now someone has surrendered to Spirit, and things are going to move forward. Warrior of Vessels, but now they need to move forward. For some reason, let me clarify this a minute. End of the road. Surrendering. Now he's finally doing the work. Ready to move forward. And journey. To heal himself. This person needs to move forward and heal themselves and get in soul purpose on themselves, following their spiritual guidance. For some, the ship is sailed regarding the union, perhaps, that this came between, but now people with codependency or these indulgence, the toxicity, they need to move forward in their journey, surrendering this toxicity to Spirit so that they can heal before they come back around. And Maiden of Shields, know this is about protection, that the spirits are protecting this person in this journey, and it was also about choices that they made. The Hermit card here is shining their light, going within, that meditation, shining their light from the inside out so that they can move forward. Number 9 is a near ending. 7 of Wands is, remember, they're going within because they kept listening to the wrong people for advice in this situation. Perhaps they were asking their friends and family what they would do or what they should do, and guidance, or coming up really with just well-planned excuses, is what Spirit's saying. But the Moon card regarding this situation is the sun has set on that situation. And there are hidden things, but it's time to journey, move forward, go within and move forward. And have that balance of the divine feminine, divine masculine energy within self. And heal, balance the yin and the yang, so that you can be confident in the throne. And put an end to the mockery. Someone here, not only this isn't just about, Spirit saying this isn't just about monkey mind. It's not just about overanalyzing. It's the fact that someone's still partaking in the cursing and the gossiping and the drama. I'm hearing is with this 10 of Mockery card. Speaking of this, there's no need to be speaking of this divine connection to all these other people that have no clue about this journey. So regarding this 2 of Swords, Spirit has here the Warrior of Pipes. This is the Peace Pipes, taking control of themselves, self-control, I'm hearing, to move forward with regarding their whatever it is that they're passionate about. And again, we have Matriarch of Vessels moving forward in this connection, but in their journey, most importantly. 4 is about stability, their foundation, building a strong foundation, and having honor, building up their honor again, trying to rebuild their character, rebuild their honor, perhaps coming back from a place of this toxicity and double energy. They need to go on journey so that they can rebuild their their self-respect or honor. Let's take a look at these that Spirit chose. Okay, so first up we have 6th house, routine. Set a routine so that you can, one of healing self, but do the study of science of this connection. Number 6 is Saturn's. Be in your truth, walk in your truth, speak truth. And again, I'm getting the astrological. Did we get that earlier? Yeah, on the Empress cards with the astrological signs, the natal charts. Someone here is going to be studying the natal charts in the, the houses and so forth, the astrological signs, perhaps as part of your mission or sole purpose. Part of it is to teach the collectives perhaps on how to read them, or the importance and how they play with the energy of everyone's energy, because we're all connected. 12th house here, number 9, escape, and this is for your own good, for your growth. While you have to have faith and trust in spirit, this is what is this thing, like a snail shell, seashell, but it looks like a snail shell. And with it says escape, so someone's still trapped in this toxicity, but also in a karmic connection perhaps, or trapped in a situation in the home environment, since this is considered a home for the snail, right? And they have to trust that when they've grown enough, and it's just time, they just know they need to leave this place, this shell, and they have to trust in the spirits. Oops, I'm falling off the table here. To leave this, as vulnerable as they are in that little squishy critter that they are, okay, and go find another shell to crawl into, one that's bigger that they could grow into again. Because someone here has outgrown where they're at. They've already learned all that they can learn from that karmic, and when I say karmic in this connection that they're stuck in, it could be a workplace, it could be the toxicity, it could be a person. But the karmic was a lesson. Therefore, you've outgrown that lesson. You've learned all you can, and it's time to move on and trust that you can leave this shell that's protective, that's comfy, right? It fits just right. It's time to move forward and go get the shell that you can grow into, because you have so much more potential. 10 rather. Sorry. Grand Trine, blessings, and I probably should know what a Grand Trine is. I know I hear other people speak of it. I channel messages. I don't always study the astrological signs of everything. Not going to pretend to. What is that called? The Masons? Grand Trine reminds me of the Masons, how they have the Grand Pupo? Something like that. The person, like, that as they reach a level of highness, right, in art of hierarchy type thing. But this is bringing you lessons. So some of you perhaps are a Grand Trine in your journey, or expected to grow that. That's why you've already outgrown the situation, because you were expected to be so much more in your journey, in your soul purpose. Okay? Number 10 again is the 4th house. Roots, again, with uprooting your old belief systems. Some of you still are clinging to perhaps a religious belief system of whatever religion you were raised with. Not going to name them. I don't want hate or shade in the comments. But it's time to uproot your old belief systems, the things that you were raised to believe. Perhaps you were raised that way because someone didn't know any better. It's sometimes when people, I don't even know how to explain this. Things that we do, we just do them because that's how it's always been done. That's how my mother did it. That's how my grandmother did it. Whatever the case be. Or your mother did it because her mother did it, etc. So it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it the only way to be done. It's just that they didn't know any different, because that's they thought that was the right way because that's all they've known. That doesn't make the roots, the way you were raised, or the religious beliefs that you were raised with correct. Just shows that that's all that you were raised with. Now you know a higher level. Now you have a deeper understanding of truth, because Spirit is showing you this truth. And so it's time to leave behind that old belief system and move forward in your journey and help others move forward in their journey. Number 5 here, it's a 50, but it's number 5, and age is here, so I don't know if something to do with the age of 50. But Saturn return is the overall energy. This man doesn't look happy. So what I'm seeing this reminds me of not this one, but in that other deck, I know the one king that we have where they toss him in the throne, like Spirit, well, we don't, Spirit does. Spirit like says, you're going to move, and you're going to move now. You've outgrown this shell, and I'm going to plop you over here into this throne, and you're going to be in mission. Gosh dang it. That's the energy I get from Spirit right now. Like they're just ready to start picking us up by our ears and throwing us in our positions. He's not happy that he had to, because maybe he's not happy because he's 50. Who knows? But this king is looking back at all these battles, and he's trying to be polite and trying to stand his ground here, and stand up. But he's still listening to them all, because he's not just shutting the door. Just close the door. You don't need to listen to their opinions. Their opinion don't mean nothing. They're not the one living your life. And so now this person, this king, is looking back and saying, yeah, what was I thinking? So you can see how dissatisfied he is with himself. Because he's that king of wands. He's looking back at, what was I thinking? Alright. And I don't know why I'm getting stuffed up in my channel lately. Ouch. Jupiter, abundance. Like a lightning bolt. Spirit is bringing these messages through your crown chakra into your being. All these downloads you're receiving, but you are getting an abundance of knowledge, abundance of information is coming in to you like a lightning bolt. And perhaps you don't understand them all right now, but as you unpack these gifts that Spirit's giving you, the knowledge that he's giving you, you will begin to get those aha moments and say, it might just be a little thing that you notice and be like, oh, that's why I did that like 2 weeks ago. That's why that happened. And the sun card is here. Spirit is all around you. Number 1. Sun is shining on you and giving you signs and synchronicities of the direction you're supposed to go. It's like a path here, or one of those puzzles where you gotta go just right, and if you take one of these shortcuts, it's going to be a dead end, right? And then you have to go back around. It's like one of those mazes. I'm going to show you this. Here, it's like one of those mazes. You enter here, and you're supposed to go here and up and get to the center. But if you try and make a shortcut, that you're going to get blocked off and have to go back to the beginning and start over. And so Spirit's saying you have to follow Spirit's guidance. It's not your decision on what step you take. You do have self-will, but know that self-will comes with consequences too. And consequences and more karmic lessons. It's just, sometimes it's just easier to do what Spirit wants you to do so that you can reach the position, the gifts that you're supposed to receive and get into mission. Number 3, body, soul, and mind. Sagittarius says, I see now. I see things clearly through these visions that Spirit is showing me. And number 10, again, you have 3 10s here. Fire element is the desire. Fire element and the desire is all about the passion. And Spirit's saying you will have passion. You should have passion. Your sole purpose and mission should bring you passion. Whatever you're passionate about will be a path to your mission, to your soul purpose. But also know in this connection, divine connection, you'll know by the amount of passion and the fire when you're together, if it's your true connection. Solar eclipse number 44, revolution. Revolution. This reminds me of like the revelations. Things being revealed to you through the solar eclipse, through the darkness. And from the darkness comes the light, and it allows you to see things clearly. Provoker. Someone is provoking you. Grand cross. There's a grand cross here, and it's provoking you. And that's pretty much what this journey does somewhat with this divine connection, is the counterpart provokes or triggers you. Number 11 card. If they trigger you to go within then and heal that trauma that you need to work on. And then as you heal that, you also grow stronger and can move further, a little bit further on your journey. Alright, this must be the last one. I think you told me 12 cards. Water element 4. Again, with the 4 is about stability, sensing your feeling, your water element feeling, your emotions, but also with the sensing is your intuition, feeling. It's a knowing, it's a sensing whether or not this is the right path for you, if this is the right, everything you do, you should be looking to see and feeling and asking your spirit guides, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this the turn I'm supposed to take? Is this the moment I'm supposed to do this? If you're always seeking guidance from spirit, eventually you'll get to understand the energy of and how it feels, or sensing the feeling, because sensing means a feeling. How that seems to you. Pisces here, number 6. And I believe, and again with the seashell here is, yes, it is time. And here you can almost see this little critter crawling out of this shell. And he believes in the light. He's following the light, the guidance that guides him to that next little shell, the next home that he's going to embody. Spirit gives true and precise messages. The Holy Stone, about protection. Know that your spirit guides are all around you and you are protected. There may be times for some of us that are feeling if you have nightmares of someone attacking you or a battle going on in your dreams, that's just spiritual warfare going on in the other dimensions. And yes, it is occurring for some of us. And know that your spirit guides are there protecting you and fighting to protect you. And so that you won't be harmed, so that you can continue, because there are other entities, dark entities, that don't want you to continue in your mission. They want you to stay with that karmic. They want you to stay indulged as drinking and doing whatever other toxicity there is. Aradia. The heritage, again about the roots, your heritage. This is your birthright. This is your heritage, your mission, your soul purpose. This is what you came here to do. So don't deny yourself your own birthrights. And 5 of this 5-pointed star Merkaba here, with a lot of crows all around it. Different directions, the elements, the pentacle. Look to each direction for guidance and give thanks for gratitude. In crystal ball with the owl. Insight, giving you insight. There's always signs and synchronicities all around. You just have to look for them. That was supposed to be 2. Okay, this one is 3. This one is 2. 1, 2. from your ancestors. The spirit wheel, again with the buffalo way. I think we had this morning. Spiritual connection. Your ancestors are all around you, spiritually connecting you. And this has been a completion, number 9. This is a completion of this past journey you were on, and it's time to take the leap of faith as that Fool card and move forward and trust in your ancestors and your spirit guides to give you the wisdom, to show you the path that is meant for you. Again with the Frog Clan, again this morning I think we had this. 6, it's about cleansing, releasing, and healing, especially during this waning moon. It is the waning. You release things, you cleanse both internally and externally, your spiritual environment as well, and go within and heal, balance yourself, meditate through meditation. Harvest moon, number 6 here, 24 breaks to a 6. We have a bear, a wolf, a deer, and an eagle with a dream. You are at a turning point, and you've been at this turning point and it's stuck. You've been prepared for it. Spirit's been preparing you for it. You were gathering everything you needed along the life's path. You've been, all the things that have happened to you since the day you were conceived, the day you came here to earth, reincarnated to earth, you've been being prepared for this path, for this mission. And that's why so many of us have had so many struggles or things, to adversities to overcome in our life, to make us stronger, to make us understand and look deeper into situations, to look at things from another perspective all along our life's path. And now you are seeing why, because you've gathered all the lessons your whole life now for this moment of stepping into your power. And trust spirit of air, that as the spirit comes to you, just as the divine air comes in, as we breathe in divine air, spirit is with you and through you, and allow spirit to flow through you to help you in your mission. Be free like the wild Mustang, freedom horse here, the wild Mustang, no one controls it. It's reminds me of the energy of not having a broken spirit. Be free, free your spirit. Don't be held back by traumas, by anger, by fear. Be free of that fear. Release the fear. Surrender it to spirit. Ishtar, all about boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others. Absolutely. This right here. Demands on your time or energy. This right here, you should have said no. No is a complete sentence. Just shut the door. You don't need to ask them their opinion. Their opinions are irrelevant because it's not their path, it's yours. They were not the one that came here to be in this journey. They don't understand what this journey is. They haven't been prepared their whole life to be in this journey, much less give you advice. That's what spirit guides are for, to guide you. Love yourself enough to say no to others. Demand on your time and energy. And be careful of energy vampires as well. We can, you don't want to give too much, even when we're trying to heal our counterpart or going, we don't want to exhaust our own energy that we can't then help the collective or have energy to heal others in our journey. Blossoming. Sorry, I thought it said blooming. Blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. Okay, and the angels that are around you, angels of families, angels surround both you and your family at this time. Ooh. God of spiritual healing, an aspect of you or a situation in your life is in need of healing. Get another one. God of reflections, the qualities you see in others are simply your own reflection. And last one is God of the underworld. Something which no longer serves you is about to end. Okay. Alright. So Spirit said that is the message that he wanted to put out today, or this evening. So I thank you for your time. Have a blessed evening. Namaste.